Oh, I knocked one. Let's go.
One bullet.
What's up, guys? In today's video, we'll be talking about 5 tips for beginner players in Apex Legends. These are tips I wish I knew when I first started. If you really want to improve quickly and efficiently, then these tips are for you. Alright, let's get into it. Tip 1. Know your legends. Every legend has 3 different abilities that can and will have an effect on every match you play. These consist of a passive, a tactical, and an ultimate. Now, understanding these abilities are crucial to your gameplay and your team composition, as every legend's ability is unique and will play a different role to the team. Now, the first type of ability is passive. Now, most passives are always available and do not require a cooldown, except for a few legends such as Gibby's Shield and Valkyrie's Jets, but can vary depend on how they are used in the moment. Also, some legends may have 2 passives depending on their assigned classes, such as Bloodhound's Beacon Scan since he is in a recon class, and then his unique passive to see tracks where his enemies have been in the past 90 seconds. The second type of ability is tactical. Now, tactical abilities do have a cooldown that can range from 1 second to 1 minute depending on each legend. Now, tacticals have more of an impact on the game in each fight, and when utilized or countered correctly can make or break a fight. Now, the last of the abilities are ultimate abilities. These have the longest cooldowns but are primarily the best abilities for each legend. For 90% of these ultimates are used to engage or escape from a fight and can have a huge impact in any encounter. Now, like I said before, each legend is different, so my recommendation is going into the firing range in pub matches, test and practice the abilities, and to find a legend that fits your playstyle. Some beginner legends that I would recommend would be Bangalore, Bloodhound, Lifeline, and Pathfinder, as their abilities are pretty straightforward and easy to use. Tip number 2, practice in the firing range. Now, I understand the firing range is not the most fun thing to do and you just want to hop into some games and start getting into fights, but trust me, the firing range is that secret sauce to getting better. Here is where you can test and practice each legend and their abilities, practice movement, learn the gun's recoil patterns, and just overall get warmed up. I recommend taking at least 20 to 30 minutes before you get into some games and jump into the firing range. When you get done, you'll be warmed up and be hitting your shots more accurately and consistently. Tip number 3, stop looting. Don't really stop looting, but remember, you are not playing Looting Simulator. This is Apex Legends. 9 times out of 10, you will not find your perfect loadout right off drop. You'll want to get what you need and go fight. You are not going to get better if you spend 95% of the match looting and spend the other 5% dying in the first fight you get in. You want to take fights early on to get better and then get your loot after you finish off the fight. There will be plenty of loot in the death boxes up for grabs for you and your teammates to get kitted up and ready for the next encounter. Speaking of finishing up fights, that brings us to tip number 4. Watch out for third parties. You do not want to spend too much of your time in one standalone engagement. Nearby players in the lobby will hear those gunshots and swarm to that location like giving candy to a baby. Most experienced players know when you are in a fight, the majority of the time the teams fighting will either be knocked or low on health. This gives the team that is third partying the upper hand due to the fact they are going to be full on health and ready to fight. They will also have the time to look from an outside perspective to make a better, more strategic plan to close and clean everything up. Tip number 5, teamwork. It's easy to just run off and start shooting everyone you see, but this isn't Call of Duty. You can't just come in and expect a 1v3 every team. Apex Legends is a team-based game and most of the squads you go up against are going to be a pre-made stack of players who are going to be communicating between each other. Now, if you are solo queuing, try to stick by your teammates and play off what they're doing. But if you want to try and find a consistent team to make sure you have comms and are on the same page, there are several Discords that you can join and find a solid team to play with. I also have a public Discord that you can join and jump into an LFG channel to find a team to play with as well. Anyways, these are some tips I wish I knew earlier on to become a better player in Apex Legends more quickly. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching and don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. I hope this video was valuable and that you were able to learn something new from it. If you have any other tips, make sure you drop them down in the comments below and make sure you join the public Discord to be the first to know when a new video goes up. Anyways guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Peace.